Hey there, welcome to the Old Computer Museum channel, and this is another game for the Commodore 64 computer. And this is called The Last Ninja 2, made by System 3, as you could see. It's a action adventure type game, so if you enjoy adventure games, platform type scrolling games, and karate, it's all mixed in together in this game, and makes for an interesting game. So the plot of the game here, as you can see, is actually Kuni has began training in the new order of Shadow Warriors, and he's mysteriously transported to the 20th century, New York City. And so he's got to defeat the evil shogun Kunitoki. The player, actually, first of all, it's released in 1988 for the Commodore 64. Platforms on which this game was actually transported: the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, and the Amstrad CPC. In 1989, Acorn, Electron, BBC Micro. 1990 brought the Amiga, Atari ST, DOS, and Nintendo versions. And in 2008 was released for the Virtual Console. There's a Last Ninja remix that was actually followed this game for the Commodore 64 in 1990 in the ZX Spectrum and Amstrad CPC. It's a very well made game. The view is in what we call isometric. It's a kind of a 3D diagonal scrolling. It's really weird in the way it does it, but it's not technically a side scroll. It's more of like diagonal, and they're trying to give us a 3D, three-dimensional feel in the game here. And you've got this little story that actually explains just before the game starts. So the player is controlling a ninja, must fight his way through opponents while collecting necessary items. The game is split into various levels, each of them depicting a different locale and divided into several screens. The game is presented in an isometric view, and the ninja can move in 4 different dimensions. The enemies are armed with fists and various ninja weapons, and you wander around the levels. The ninja must fight them either barehanded or where weaponry finds, so you gotta find stuff on the way through your playing. And you'll find weapons and all sorts of useful items that you need. And there are several levels in this game, so it's really interesting. At the bottom you will see that there's a you can fall off the cliff, as you see. And at the bottom you can see the power. The blue power is mine, the red power is the opponent power. And so what you try to do is actually fight your way through or continue your journey. And as you can see, if we continue here, lots of different opponents and levels and stuff. So you go around basically. As you see, the 3D kind of world that is given here is kind of very nice, because it draws quite quickly, and the pictures are kind of cute. I would say that this is a very nice game actually. And if you like, of course, games that are meant for karate fighting, well, you've got that. That's interesting. And at the same time, it's a little bit of an adventure type game because you will actually go through the different levels here. And as you can see, lots and lots and lots of places where you go through. So, and as you change level, you'll actually be brought to other spaces in the game. So it's a very nice game. You gotta get to use to the controls because the way it scrolls and you have, it's not always easy to understand actually how to go through. And so you gotta find your items, go as far as possible in the game. And this is one of the other things you need to understand is how to actually fight. And the way you fight here is that you hold down the you just hold down the fire button and start with the different directions of your joystick. Will have different moves, and that's something you need to get used to also, because very often one of the things that people just don't understand is, hey, I've played karate games, how come I can't find controls on how to fight? And that's the main problem at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll actually find that you've and here you will fight, and of course as you wander around you will get energy. So you have to find all that you need to be able to fight your opponents. Some little rendering problems. Sometimes the characters get kind of stuck on corners, but overall it's pretty good. I give a score of The Last Ninja of 8 out of 10 for the nice graphics, the gameplay, the cool adventure type game that you get with it, and it's really really a nice little game that you should download. Last Ninja is a multiple disc game. It's a 2-disc, 2 sides, so there's like 4 sides to play, which means there's lots and lots to explore, and this is really just the beginning. And as you get to different levels, the graphics actually change into different types of graphics depending on where you are. So this is The Last Ninja 2 for the Commodore 64 computer. If you enjoy these old games, old consoles, emulation, well, I suggest that you subscribe to our channel. And if you have any comments, questions, maybe you play this game and have comments to share with us, please let us know. And if you have any requests of games or consoles you'd like to see, let us know. We'll try to put a video online for you. So thanks for watching, and hope that you come back to the Old Computer Museum channel. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.